Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and on onespotmedia.com.
We begin this evening with a major development from the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Dubai.
Developed countries have pledged over $450 million to help vulnerable nations like Jamaica recover from climate-related disasters.
Now, our reporters, Kalisha Williams and Jamila Maitland, are covering the conference.
COP28 has officially begun with a symbolic ceremonial opening that saw COP27's president, Sameh Shoukry of Egypt, passing on the presidency to Dubai's Dr. Sultan Al Jaber.
And soon after, it was down to business. For the first time in COP history, a decision was made on day one. Leaders took the first step in finalizing the much-anticipated Loss and Damage Fund to help vulnerable countries like Jamaica recover from climate-related disasters.
Hearing no objections, it is so decided.
A few countries made pledges to the Loss and Damage Fund. Among them, host country, the United Arab Emirates, pledging $100 million, while the United States, $17.5 million.
There's an active debate on which facility will host the fund, the World Bank or the United Nations, and how vulnerable regions like the Caribbean will access that money. Well, I spoke with Executive Director of the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, Dr. Colin Young.
There is a strong preference by developing countries to have a fund that has its own legal personality, something akin to the Green Climate Fund, where it is not at the World Bank and not subjected to the board of the World Bank. So ultimately what countries want is a fund that can provide financing to countries quickly and at scale to deal with and recover from disasters.
With that issue aside, and more negotiations are underway, the attendants were concerned about another issue. What Dr. Al Jaber had to say about the leaked report that accused him and his team of using the international talks to strike fossil fuel deals for the UAE's state-owned oil and gas company. Notably, Dr. Al Jaber runs the Abu Dhabi Oil Company. Now, he's denied the claims. However, it's clear fossil fuels will be on the agenda for COP28.
We must look for ways and ensure the inclusion of the role of fossil fuels. I know there are strong views about the idea of including language on fossil fuels and renewables in the negotiated text. We collectively have the power to do something unprecedented.
If we do not signal the terminal decline of the fossil fuel era as we know it, we welcome our own terminal decline. And we choose to pay with people's lives. If this transition isn't just, we won't transition at all.
But are developing countries fighting a losing battle, or will COP28 deliver more during this critical time? Well, between November 30 and December 12, countries will decide on the way forward as global temperature continues to rise. Reporting from COP28 in Dubai through a Climate Tracker Fellowship, I'm Kalisha Williams.
And I'm Jamila Maitland reporting on a CCMP Fellowship for TVJ News.